Welcome back to There Are Lots of Things, a show where we hang out in your earbuds, or headphones, or stereo, and talk about all of the things. I'm Maddie.
And I'm April.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Well, Maddie.
Yes?
I like to, well, first of all, there are lots of things.
Yeah.
to talk about.
Yeah.
And today in particular, I think with it being like Valentine's Day soon, we should talk about date nights.
I love that idea.
Specifically in Louisville, because that is where we hang out.
It is, most of the time.
So yeah, I think that's what we should talk about. April,
do you know how many dates the average single person goes on each year?
Jesus, shit, no, I don't.
Jesus. The answer is 41.
41 dates?
41 dates a year.
So if you take away, like, Christmas weekend, like holiday weekends, I guess you're looking at about 41 weekends.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
It seems exhausting.
Seems very exhausting.
69% of them do background checks on their dates before they meet in person.
How many?
69. 69, the sex number.
Sorry, I was just more... That's a lot. Like a real background check? Like money?
I don't think they're running like a government background check. I think it's more like just some, internet stalking.
Oh, I've definitely done that.
Yeah. Under it.
No. Just, I stalk a lot of people.
You heard it here.
Sorry.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
Did you have a question to ask me? Because I want to hear that one.
So it had to do with Valentine's Day. So, our last episode, common phrases, origins of common phrases. I thought this would be a nice little tie-in with that.
Okay.
So, did you know what or where the saying, wear your heart on your sleeve came from?
No, I don't.
So, in the Middle Ages, young men and women drew names to see who their Valentines would be. It was random. And then they would literally pin it to their sleeve to show everybody who their Valentine was.
Huh.
So you wear your heart on your sleeve.
That's quite a lottery.
Yeah.
Experience.
I'm not certain that's how I want to find my soulmate.
Yeah.
There you go, though. Tying it all together with a nice little bow.
I love it.
For your gift.
For Valentine's Day. Do you have Jared's Valentine picked out?
Nope. I don't think I'm going to get him anything. I did get him, went to Target today. I got him little candies.
That's nice.
Because he likes candies. So I got him some chocolates. I don't think I'm going to get him anything, though, this year. We're going on to... Well, we'll talk about this. Never mind. That's a bonus content.
All right. So let's talk about some unique date experiences in the Louisville area.
Yes.
The first one...
Yeah.
...is the Perfect Day Cat Cafe.
Perfect.
This is very close to your home.
Yes, I can walk there.
This is something that they have a lot in other countries like Japan, but not as much in the United States until recently.
It's my understanding, and we'll talk about, I guess, the setup of this, that like in Japan, though, it's like an actual coffee place, come in and eat, drink, and then cats are just kind of hanging out.
Yeah. I thought that my phone was giving feedback, but it was just my throat making sound.
I heard it, but I didn't know what it was.
It's my actual body. I'm 1,000 years old. All right, so what you do is you go in, you can get a drink, but then you go into a separate room.
They also have pastries.
Pastries. And you hang out with cats and kittens. It's a really nice space.
It is very nice. So it's cats that are adoptable, so I'm not sure that's how it is in Japan, but they're cats that are adoptable, and it's supposed to be, instead of cats being in cages, letting them roam free, letting them interact and stuff with other cats and also humans, so that when they do go home, they're ready to go.
Right, they're socialized. They partner, I think, with the Kentucky Humane Society.
Yep.
To get these kitties. And we went there on my birthday last year.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
I've been there a couple of times. I think we're going to go try to hang out soon.
I think we are.
I'm very excited about that.
By the time this episode airs, I think we will have been there already.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe we can inject some sound bites here
cats meowing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Listen here here's what we did at the cat cafe.
What? Oh my god.
April, what are your thoughts on the cat cafe?
Well, I'm very happy. Little bit. Don't leave me, don't leave me.
I don't know if that answered the question.
It didn't answer it at all.
What are my thoughts on the cat cafe?
Wow, April, wasn't that fun? We had such a good time.
So it was about $10 to $12 depending on the day.
Reasonable.
Which I don't think is that much to go hang out with kitties.
Mm-hmm.
My only flaw in this concept is that I have to pay $265 if I just want to hang out with the cats by myself. And you're in there with 15 other people, and kitties don't always come up to me.
Oh.
And then it's very sad.
When we went last year, there weren't too many other people
No, there
in
wasn't.
the room with us.
Mm-mm. But they do have, if you're just like going there for a random night, not on Valentine's Day, they do have trivia nights. They have yoga. We did 2 trivia nights. We did the office trivia and a Disney trivia.
That seems fun. The cats are in the room with you. Yeah, that seems fun.
No, you do the trivia upstairs, and then you get to go and hang out with the cats.
Oh, that's fun too.
It's still very much fun.
Yeah. So during Valentine's Day, you would probably see more adult cats.
Yes, because the kitty season is over.
That's okay.
That is okay, because adult cats need adoptions too.
They do. Well, both of our cats were older when we adopted them.
Mm-hmm.
So are they doing anything special for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, so they're actually doing something which I think is fairly reasonable. It's $60, and you get to go and hang out for 50 minutes with the kitties. You also get a shareable dessert. It did not appear to be vegan, but I'm sure you can suggest a vegan treat. You also get a whole bottle of wine, which I think is pretty awesome. And then you get to take home 2 beverage glasses, and again, 50 minutes with kittens. So
if I drank half a bottle of wine in a room with cats, I would be unconscious so quickly. I would be like...
Do you think it's a ploy to get them to adopt the cat at the end of the evening?
Like, you're like,
I'm so in love!
I'll take the lot.
More wine, please. I don't know. I told Jared about this. I'm like, I'm down to do this, but we already had plans for Valentine's Day. But I could definitely see us doing this in years to come.
They also offer private parties.
Yes, they do.
Those are between $265 and $300 to do those. So
depending on if it's a weekday or weekend. But you get access to the kitty lounge area, and then you also get access to the upstairs, I guess, to like actually do the party part.
Nice. And this is, I don't know if we talked about the location, but it is right on Bardstown Road, so there are a lot of places that you can walk to either before or after.
Yep.
To continue your date.
Yeah. So that one, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yep. 10 out of 10
claws. We did have a fireball rating.
Oh yeah, we did.
5 out of 5 fireball heads. That's what we're going to do that for the remainder of this episode.
Okay, 5 out of 5 fireballs.
Yep.
And they would never use it again.
Well, I have not been to this next place, but it is Hell or High Water Speakeasy, downtown Louisville.
Yes. This is a really cool place. It's located behind Whiskey Row, and it's not it's not a real speakeasy, but
but the vibe is there.
Their vibe is very speakeasy-esque. There are no signs on the outside of the thing. You just sort of find this light bulb, and there's a door, and you go down, and it's like in a underground area. Not a cave, but like it's you go down into it. And
a basement of sorts?
You might call it a basement. But it's really beautiful. It has very, 20s style decor, like velvet seats. There's a library area. I think there are some secret rooms. So I went there because the owner was on the board of the museum where I worked. So we had a meeting there. But I would love to go back, and I think we are going to go back.
I think so.
Yeah.
We're going to dress up in our 1920s outfits that we paid money for my party so that we can reuse.
Yes.
Ooh.
And then drink a reasonable amount.
Yes.
And no more. And no less.
Yeah, so they are open Tuesday and through Thursday from 4 p.m. to midnight. Those are the days that they have live jazz, too.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool, but it doesn't start until 9, and I don't know about you, Maddie, but on a Tuesday and Thursday,
No.
I'm not hanging out until 9.
I'm not a socialite.
9 plus. But they are open Friday and Saturday as well from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. And this year, Valentine's Day falls on a Friday, which is kind of cool. So, the Hell or High Water was also mentioned in Thrillist, Food and Wine, Vogue, and then Playboy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess for like the cool atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. They do have a ton of cocktails, wine and beer, and some small eats. Small eats? Small bites?
Small bites. I think it was on their menu as small eats. I did not see any vegan options here either. It was more like a charcuterie board-esque situation.
That's fine, because this one is also right in the middle of a lot of other
Yep.
restaurants and bars.
Very much true.
Mm-hmm. Parking may be an ish for this area of town.
Yeah, but they have plenty of lots. I would recommend not going anytime close to like a U of L game. So just be aware of what's going on downtown.
Be aware also of concerts. Probably just check the Yum Center calendar.
Yeah. So the next one on the list is at Angel's Envy, so also downtown. It's closer to the Nulu area, but still downtown. It's actually right across the street from the Slugger Field, our baseball team, or baseball stadium. It is my favorite bourbon, I think. One of my favorite bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite accessible bourbon, let's go with that. They have not been around that long. They just opened probably a couple years ago. And Jared and I have done their tour before. And for our anniversary, he got me a bottle your own experience, which I've written about on our blog in greater detail. So I won't go into all of that here. But it's a really cool experience. It is kind of pricey. This is probably one of the more pricier things on our list for dates in Louisville. The tours are about $20, so that's not that bad. You do get a tasting, and Angel's Envy actually has a bar that is only accessible if you take the tour. So if you like kind of exclusive things, the only way that you can get to this bar is by taking the tour. And they have a lot of really good cocktails up there. So that's kind of a fun little thing that you could do for Valentine's Day or just a date night. But the bottling experience is about $100. You do get to bring a guest, so it does help kind of break down the cost a little bit, but they don't get to do any part of the bottling. They basically just watch and take pictures. So you can either do one or two if everybody wants to kind of join in on the fun, and you literally bottle your own bottle of bourbon. There's a lot of kind of like legal and tax stuff, which if you're nerdy, you find kind of cool. And then you get to do a little tasting at the end, which was really kind of a nice bonus surprise. Even though it said in the description, I didn't know about this experience until I got there. So it was a nice little bonus surprise. And then you get to take home your bottle. It's also nice because it's small and intimate. There's only 6 people that are allowed on this. So for example, Jarrett was the only one on our bottling experience that did not bottle. So the other 2 couples that were with us, both of the individuals bottled their own. Mm-hmm. But it was still just us. So they didn't have anybody else on there.
Nice.
They also have different things if you're not interested in paying all that money. They have different cocktail classes and other kind of fun bourbon-esque experiences there.
Bourbon-esque.
Yeah. It's fun. Do you like Angel's Envy?
I'm still not at the point where I know what I like.
Okay. We'll have to remedy that this year.
Yeah, it's on the list of things to do. Well, that is a very classy experience.
Very classy.
The next one is more my own personal style. I would say I'm not as classy as you are.
I think I just pretend to be classy.
Well, you do a great job.
Oh, thank you.
This one is Rec Bar. This is in J-Town, so it's a little bit farther out from the city center. But they are currently opening a second location in New Albany, which I'm very excited about because it is gigantic.
Is it?
Yeah. We found out about it because we drove past, and they have like a mural, and it's huge. I think it was probably like a furniture store or something before this.
I hate to say this, but I think Indiana might be getting hip.
You know, we thought that 10 years ago.
I don't know. They're getting a charcuterie restaurant.
Yeah, what is that place?
Board and You.
Board and You, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty much excited about that.
My boss has ordered that for our holiday party.
I have a $50 gift card that I need to use. Won't get me far, but... Sorry, Rec Bar.
Yes. Don't derail us with your classy charcuteries and
sorry,
such.
I'm so sorry.
This is all about games. So Rec Bar, the idea is that it's an arcade and bar. There are other... Yes?
Recreational bar. There you go.
Everything's coming together. There are other arcade bars like this around the country and world. Some of them are free to play. There's one in Cincinnati called 16-Bit that's free to play all the games, which is nice. This one you do have to pay to play the games, but it's okay. I think one thing to keep in mind is that their kids are allowed in Rec Bar, so you might want to pick the time that you go with that in mind, if you happen to find children off-putting.
That's a nice way to put it.
This is another place that we went on my birthday.
Yeah. We like to do stuff on your birthday,
Yeah,
huh?
we do. This place, we went and got a bucket, I think.
Yeah, we did. That was amazing.
That was really good.
It was a Bacardi. It was a rum drink with Sprite.
It was in a literal bucket.
It was. It was so good. We did not share. We got our own buckets.
We each got our own buckets. We should post pictures of that.
I do still have them. I can do that. Yeah, so this was voted Leo, which is a local magazine newspaper thingy. It was voted Reader's Choice of Best Bar in Louisville. So that's kind of puts it up there as kind of nice.
Yeah, they have a huge number of games. I guess they have a list on their website, something around 130 games.
Yeah, it was a huge list. They also have a huge list of bourbons and whiskeys, which I found to be really exciting. I mean, this list just kept going and going and going. It was so many whiskeys, so that's kind of cool.
You've outgrown the bucket. Now you want Pappy.
I probably won't get Pappy, but they do have all of the Pappies, including the rye, at the bar. So if you're wanting to elevate this date night that you will be doing at Rec Bar by ordering a shot or a glass, rather, I would not shoot Pappy. I don't recommend it. But if you would prefer to order a glass of Pappy, you can elevate your date night and just add a little something special.
They also have food there, bar-type food. I agree. I don't think there are any vegan options, but there is a Feast barbecue in J-Town, which has awesome smoked tofu.
They're opening a Royals out there, too.
Nice.
I don't know if they have any vegan options.
Royals does have vegan options. They have a hot tofu.
Oh, cool. They're owned by the same person, so that would make sense. Well, if you are not vegan and you're interested in the types of food that they do have pizza egg rolls, everybody. Just stop for a second, take that in. It's pepperoni and cheese inside of an egg roll. You dip it in marinara sauce. There you go. They have tachos, which is like nachos, but with tater tots.
Okay.
Which I think you maybe, well, no, I guess you could make vegetarian, but not vegan. And then they have tacos. They have a wide variety of tacos. So.
You could probably just eat tater tots.
Yeah, I would say probably.
I doubt that they use a different fryer for their non-vegan options, but that's fine. We don't have to even talk about that.
Sorry.
That's okay. They also have a lot of different events.
Yeah.
So check out their website, everybody.
Everybody. I'll let you talk about this next place just because you have a personal connection to it.
Okay. The next one that we have is Louisville Tea Company. And I do know the owners, Nick and Nick. They're wonderful people.
They go to Disney a lot. They're annual pass holders. That's amazing.
Yep. They do spend a lot of time in Disney. We will link to their social media because they have a lot of stuff going on. It's sort of in the East End, more in the East End. Where is it? Westport Village, I think.
I don't know.
Anyway, if you've only had bag tea in your life, like tea bags, this will blow your mind. Their tea is so good. They have a ton of teas. They have a ton of events. They have Tea and Chocolate Wednesdays. They have Tea Tuesdays.
So the Tea and Chocolate Wednesdays is only during February.
So each week in February, they'll do a different pairing that features 2 different chocolates, carefully paired with 2 different teas. Vegan options are available because Nick and Nick are vegan. And that is $5 per person.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. So if you're not wanting to go out on a Friday night for Valentine's Day, but you still want to do something a little special to show your loved one that you love them, this could be a nice little thing to do. And fairly inexpensive.
Yeah.
And if you aren't wanting to do this during February because you don't like to leave your house when it's freezing outside,
which is fair,
and they do this on Tuesdays, not necessarily with chocolate, but they sometimes pair them with fruits and nuts and all kinds of fun stuff. So, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Just keep saying it.
There you go.
There you go. Alright. The last one I kind of wanted to give some variety when I was putting this list together.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked something that isn't really like it's an attraction, but it's not a place that you can go into.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It is the Big Four Bridge.
Okay.
It's in downtown Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Ish. It's right outside of downtown Louisville, I would say.
Yeah.
It is a big bridge.
It's a former railroad bridge, I
Yes.
believe, that connects Kentucky and Indiana.
Yes.
And
commissioned by Jeffersonville.
So it goes from like the quote downtown Jeffersonville area to the waterfront park area.
It's only about a half a mile walk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something that's totally insane. So you can get from Louisville over to Jeffersonville and kind of check out some of Jeffersonville's fine places.
Yeah.
Since this bridge has opened up and become walkable, they have definitely revitalized the Jeffersonville area and added a lot of fun restaurants and bars and shops. So it's definitely not something that you go over, kind of look around, and then walk back.
Right. Yeah, there's plenty to do down there, and it's a nice walk. There are usually, buskers up there on the bridge, if you like, that kind of thing. There are usually a lot of people up there, and it's pretty.
Yeah, you can ride your bike if you want to do that. When you get over to the Jeffersonville, I think you exit in like a park area, and then you do have to walk a couple blocks to get into downtown Jeffersonville. But they have a couple of awesome options.
Yeah, there's Flat 12 Beer Works, which I think is its own brewery.
Yeah, we talked about that on our favorite American beers.
They also have, I think, when we lived there, they had Urban Bread Company.
No, I don't know, but I love bread.
It was really good. So you can get food and beer.
Yep. They have, is it Shimps? Is that how you say that? I didn't put it in the show notes. They have a candy place.
Oh, yeah.
Is that how you say it?
I don't have any idea.
Alright, there's a candy place. It starts with an S.
Candy factory.
Yes. And unfortunately for me, their like best well-known candy is a Red Hot, hard candy. So I can't walk in there or I'll get a migraine. But
you can walk along the waterfront, and I also think that there is ice cream down there.
Yep, they have ice cream. There's also the Red Yeti Brewing Company, and they have really good french fries. Like, really good french fries. So if you just need some french fries, it's a place to go in Jeffersonville.
There are lots of places in Louisville and the surrounding area to have a fun, unique date night.
Yeah.
Do you want to close it out, and then we can talk about our Valentine's Day plans?
Yeah.
For the bonus content?
Bonus. Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
All right. Well, that about does it for today on There Are Lots of Things. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, it was so much fun to hang out with you and talk about date nights in Louisville.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You'll find today's show notes and all sorts of fun things that we're posting. Probably not a trivia question anymore, though.
Probably not.
If you can leave show topic suggestions there, or you can email us at talot.podcast@gmail.com. That's TALOT.podcast@gmail.com.
We also have a website now, so you can head over there. It's therearelotsofthings.com. We have some blog post content and some other stuff over there, as well as just our podcast where you can listen directly.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to go on our website and you just want to listen to our podcast on Apple or Spotify, hit subscribe so that you get our episodes in your queue every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something that happens.
And while you're, over there on Apple Podcast or wherever you listen to your podcast, make sure to leave us a review.
Yeah.
And recommend us. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any Valentine's Day plans, Maddie?
I don't.
I
yet.
didn't think you did.
But we're a very casual couple. So in the past, what we have done is, for example, watched all of the Back to the Future movies, or gone to, what is that place called? McAllister's.
I love that.
So we're pretty casual. I did get him a present after I talked to you.
Was it the ball cream?
No, it wasn't ball cream. But it was something that I sent you.
Oh, okay. And you sent me a couple things. I have to think on that one.
I don't know that he's going to like it. He's going to probably be like, oh,
cute.
yeah.
Yeah, Jared and I don't usually do anything for Valentine's Day. I think we celebrated our first ever Valentine's Day, which would have only been dating for like 2.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Or 3 months, I guess. And then we have kind of like, things have happened around Valentine's Day, but we never like really celebrate. Like Jared, 1 year pushed the trash can at Disney World. If you know anything about it, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. But it was going away. Push was going away at Disney World, and its last day was like on Valentine's Day or right around Valentine's Day. So Jared like made me a Push trash can, and he gave it to me on Valentine's Day, but it wasn't a Valentine's Day present because we overlooked that. I bought him a whale statue. Remember Norman?
Yeah.
I bought him a whale statue once for Valentine's Day, but it wasn't like, we didn't go extravagant or anything like that. And then again, he has got me that pineapple plush, but he doesn't usually get me gifts. I usually go a little bit more out on Valentine's Day, cooking dinner or something.
Yeah.
But this year, we are doing something since it's on a Friday. And we decided we wanted to take some time for ourselves.
Nice.
So we're going to go to a fancy restaurant.
Nice.
Which we've never done before.
What restaurant is that?
Ceviche.
Nice. I've not ever been there.
Yeah, no.
But I've heard good things.
Yeah, I'm very excited. It is walkable, so I told Jared if I'm feeling it, I might get 2 glasses of wine.
Ooh. All right.
But we're pretty excited because we both have wanted to go here. The chef of Ceviche is like almost always on, I feel like, Food Network. He's cooked off with Bobby Flay. He's pretty renowned, so we're kind of excited to
that's a cool experience.
eat at his restaurant.
Yeah, I don't know what we'll do, but we usually come up with something.
Movies.
Maybe.
Cuddles with the dogs. And kitties.
That's usually it. We've done a lot of, we've gone to a lot of restaurants and stuff over the years, but we, our first date was, on February 7th. So our anniversary is sort of like around our dating anniversary, quote unquote.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah. Which will be 13 years.
Lucky 13.
So that's that.
That is that. All right, well, I think that's all we have.
I think it is.
We hope that you have a great date, whether it's for Valentine's Day or any other day.
And if you don't have a Valentine's Day, then you treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Get yourself a bath bomb.
Yeah. A candle.
Watch some. What's your favorite, go-to, not self-loathing, it's not the right word, but I'm just with myself and I want to watch a movie. I don't want to call it a chick flick either, although the one that I'm thinking of is definitely a chick flick.
Oh my gosh.
John's not going to be here and you're going to put on a movie.
Actually, what I really like is there's this British miniseries called North and South. It's really romantic. I love that one. John is not interested.
Not interested in it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I can't even think of the one that I used to watch. Oh, he's just not that into you. That was my... I watched it, yeah. I used to watch it on Valentine's Day, and, not, sob or anything and be, depressed that I didn't have a Valentine's Day, but just,
Just
snapping, yeah.
Woman.
So, that was my movie that I used to watch. That's all.
Yep.
That's all, folks.
All
right, well...
Until
we
next
have
week.
Nothing to cheers with. we have to say it.
Oh God, this is gonna be dumb to edit.
All right, Maddie.
All right.
Until next week.
Cheers. Where did I pull this from? Oh, jeez. Behind the scenes.
Oh, God. Cheers.